Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday Whips. And what a windy Woolly Hats Wednesday Whip it is today. The trees, the birch tree at the bottom of the garden's bending over and the wind is blowing off the leaves, so it's definitely autumn. And with the dark nights coming and the clocks changing this weekend, it's really feeling as winter is encroaching on us. Anyway, winter's a great time to do lots of knitting and crochet projects because you're inside and you're not tempted to go outside and drink gin. You could stay inside and drink gin, but traditionally a lot of people do more knitting and crochet in the winter because it's a wintertime thing and it makes nice snuggly things. Anyway, what have I been doing this week? Well, you might have seen on social media I've been to Glasgow. I went to the Glasgow School of yarn event. It was a small wool show, yarn show, and it had a mixture of dyers and knitters and sellers of yarn and stuff. And it's a nice small show, not too busy, and it was great. Saw lots of interesting things there, lots of nice colours, somebody dyeing the yarn using plants, which is lovely subtle colours, and some people buying. There was a Caithness Yarns there who were selling yarn that had been totally undyed. It's the natural colours using the Shetland and the Cheviot and the Hebridean sheep wool. So that was nice to see, and I always like visiting shows like that because you see things you wouldn't normally get in the larger wool shops because they're small independents, and sometimes their stock is just the wool they produce that year from the sheep. And so I found some interesting things, and of course, yes, I bought some. So first thing I bought was, or one of the things I bought was this Iona wool, and it's an Aran weight, and Iona, for those of you who don't know, is right on the tippity west end of southwest end of Mull, and it's got the monastery there, or the I don't know what they call it, the minister abbey. That's it, abbey there, and it has a long history of a Christian settlement there. Lots of Viking raids and Irish raids and all kinds of things. So it's very exciting history-wise. Beautiful landscape. Lots of nice what they call Iona marble, which is a green rock. It's metamorphosed rock. It's very old. It's not like marble from carboniferous rock. It's quite an old rock. Anyway, I've been there. So Iona, not very big. It's probably a couple of miles from top to bottom, perhaps 3 miles, about a mile wide. So not a very big island, but they do have a lot of sheep, and probably more sheep than humans, except perhaps on a day when the cruise ship visit Iona. And so this company have decided to buy the yarn from what they do is it's a collective or cooperative. They get the yarn from all of the wool or the sheep in Iona, apart from one farm. I think there's one farm that doesn't participate, and they grade it and mix it, and they produce this yarn, this lovely yarn. This is the Aran weight, and it's got loads and loads of different kinds of wool in it because the sheep are lots of different breeds. So it's got Bluefaced Leicester, Hebridean, Cheviot, mixed race sheep. So it's very interesting. It's not the softest of wool, but I can definitely tell there's Hebridean in there because it's got that lanolin feel that gives it that little slightly waterproof feeling to it. So I thought the colour was absolutely gorgeous. It's called Rock Rose, I think, and I bought enough to make a jumper, and I've been looking through my patterns, and I think I found the perfect pattern to go with this. It's called Iona, and that'd be nice to it with Iona wool, and it's a pattern designed by Sarah Hatton in one of the latest West Yorkshire Spinners books. They use the Croft Aran yarn, but I shall try it with this. So a project for a little later. I have, as you may know, things that I have to do before Christmas, so this might have to wait. So the other stall that I purchased things from was Mothy and the Squid. Now Mothy and the Squid is a lady in Scotland who appears in a squid costume at these shows, but she has a fantastic Instagram site, so if you look on there you'll find it, and she has some great colours in her yarn collection. She does a combination of Aran double K, 4-ply and 4-ply sock yarn, so I just had to buy some. So the first one I got was this, which is actually called pomegranate. I thought it was pumpkin. Anyway, it's all merino. Is it merino and nylon? So it's good for socks. But I just thought the colour was lovely, especially as it is approaching Halloween. I could do some Halloween socks or even a Halloween hat and gloves. Who knows? And then the other one is this one, which reminds me of this time of year, well, just a bit before. It's inspired by horse chestnuts. So again, this is superwash merino and with a bit of nylon, so it's sock yarn. So lovely colour combination, sort of graded from purple, greens, beiges, a little bit of blue every now and again. So I can't wait to see how that knits up. So that's what I'm doing there. The other thing I'm doing, obviously, I am preparing for my classes. Hang on there, I'll get something for you. Well, here I am again. So the last week of our courses, Learn to Knit and Learn to Crochet. The Learn to Crochet guys are doing granny squares. So that'll be exciting because everybody loves a granny square. And the Learn to Knit people will be doing Halloween pumpkins. Isn't he gorgeous? So they'll be practicing how to decrease and increase, and also how to add a bit of colour like that. So that's what we'll be doing on Thursday evening, ladies. So if you fancy pepping up your knitting and crochet, I have got some next steps in knitting and crochet starting next week. So if you want to come along, then please give me a message or email me or whatever, and we'll see if we can accommodate you. So I think that's all for me now. I have to pack my bags for Learn to Crochet. I'll be off, and I'll see you next week. Bye.